Residents of the Bargur Hills in Tamil Nadu's Erode district continue to have their livelihoods at risk after the declaration of the Thanthai Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary and the 2002 Madras High Court's ban on the cattle grazing in forest areas. Desan from the Urali tribe says that he has had to sell 8 of his Bargur breed cows to meet his emergency needs. If they do not allow my cattle to graze in the forest, I cannot afford to buy fodder for my cows, he adds. I will be forced to sell off whatever few cows I have left. Cattle grazing has traditionally been a major source of livelihood, particularly for forest-dwelling communities. In March 2022, the Madras High Court banned domesticated cattle from grazing in forest areas in response to a 2020 July public interest litigation filed by G. Thirumurugan, a conservationist. He had only sought a ban on grazing in the Megamalai Wildlife Division and Sanctuary, a part of Srivilliputtur Megamalai Tiger Reserve, alleging the risk of transmission of diseases from domesticated cattle to wildlife and the destruction of grasslands. However, the court later extended the ban to the entire 22,877 square kilometers of forest area in the state. This was done under the provisions related to the restricted entry in sanctuaries under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 and on the cattle trespass under Tamil Nadu Forest Act 1982. As tribals, they respect the forest by observing traditional practices which are beneficial and harmless to the forest and wildlife. 90-year-old Arapalli from the Dolly Forest village in Bargur Hills was part of the protest. He says that our cattle protect the forest from fires as they consume the grass, which if left to grow, dries and burns when temperature rises. For what they consume, they give back in the form of dung, which enriches the soil and helps in vegetation. According to the livestock census, the number of native cattle breeds in Tamil Nadu, such as Bargur, Kangayam, Pulikulam, Alambadi, Umblacheri, and Malai Madu, which have distinctive genetics, are important draught animals for local agriculture, has decreased to a few thousand between 2013 and 2019. M. Mahindran, Senior Research, Agastya Malai National Conservation Center says that considering the proven benefits of cattle grazing for forest ecology, especially in preventing forest fires and growth of weeds, a scientifically managed, regulated grazing may be permitted. Meanwhile, the Adivasi communities hope that the state government would address their plight.